Betrayal. The word echoes like thunder in the serene sky of friendship. It's a storm that often arises silently, slipping through the lines of seemingly trivial conversations until its devastating bolts strike the once united hearts. And to understand why we betray and why we allow ourselves to be enveloped by this treacherous mist that obscures the brightness of trust, all you have to do is watch this video until the end. Betrayal is not just acting unfairly or with bad intentions. It's breaking the invisible pact we seal when establishing a friendship. It's turning the foundations of a relationship built on complicity, sincerity, and mutual trust into smoke. It's, essentially, disappointing those who trusted us to share their deepest secrets, their purest joys, and their deepest pains. In the moment when acidic words escape our lips, we may feel a momentary sense of relief, as if a burden has been lifted from our shoulders. However, this relief is fleeting, quickly replaced by a whirlwind of guilt, remorse, and a profound sense of emptiness. Betraying is betraying ourselves, it's disrespecting our own values and compromising our moral integrity. And why do friends become so disappointed with betrayal? Because friendship is a delicate treasure, a fragile flower that needs to be watered with sincerity, loyalty, and empathy to flourish. When a friend betrays, they not only break the trust of the other, but also undermine the foundations of the relationship itself. Disappointment is like a scar that, even if time tries to heal, will leave an indelible mark on the relationship. But what is betrayal, after all? Betrayal goes beyond a physical act or an evident transgression. It can be whispering hurtful words in the shadows, disclosing a trusted secret in moments of vulnerability, conspiring against those who trusted us. Betrayal is a choice, a conscious decision to put selfish interests above the bonds that connect us to others. How to deal with the disappointment of betrayal? There's no simple answer because each individual and each relationship is unique. However, the journey to healing begins with accepting reality, with the courage to face the pain, and with the willingness to forgive, not necessarily forget, but to let go of the weight of resentment. Rebuilding trust can be a long and arduous process, but it's possible as long as both sides are willing to invest time, patience, and love in rebuilding the broken bonds. Betrayal among friends is a wound that bleeds in the soul, but it can also be a catalyst for personal growth and for the transformation of relationships. We learn, in the most painful way, that trust is a precious gift that should not be underestimated, that words have the power to build or destroy, and that, ultimately, the true value of friendship lies in its ability to withstand storms and emerge stronger on the other side. Now, you're going to find out if you're close to a potential traitor. Betrayal, like a sinister shadow, often hides in the depths of the personalities of those who call themselves convicted traitors. It's a complex profile, where each trait intertwines in an intricate web of manipulation, selfishness, and lack of empathy. At the core of this profile is the manipulative ability, an innate skill to bend situations and people to their will. The convicted traitor is like a master of invisible threads, weaving a narrative that serves only their own interests, with no consideration for the collateral damage it may cause. Accompanying this manipulation is unbridled selfishness, a voracious craving to satisfy their own needs and desires, regardless of the consequences for others. The pursuit of personal gain is the moral compass that guides their actions, while others' feelings are relegated to the background. This pursuit of personal gain is often rooted in a profound lack of empathy. The convicted traitor struggles to understand or care about the emotional impact of their actions on others. To them, people are pawns in a chess game, ready to be sacrificed for personal victory. Behind this facade of confidence and self-assurance often lies low self-esteem. Betrayal can be a way to compensate or mask their own insecurities, a desperate attempt to prove their worth in the eyes of others, even if it means trampling on those around them. However, Behind the mask of confidence and self-assurance often lies low self-esteem. Betrayal can be a way to compensate or mask their own insecurities, a desperate attempt to prove their worth in the eyes of others, even if it means trampling on those around them. The convicted traitor is, above all, calculating. Their actions are carefully planned and executed, with a cold and rational analysis of personal benefits and potential consequences. They excel at weighing the pros and cons of betraying someone before acting, making decisions based solely on their own interests. Loyalty is not a priority for convicted traitors. They can easily discard or betray those they consider friends or allies when it serves their own interests. To them, emotional ties are merely temporary conveniences, easily broken when they no longer serve their needs. Despite their disloyal actions, convicted traitors often have a surprising ability to justify their actions. They engage in a dance of rationalizations and excuses, minimizing the impact of their betrayal or refusing to take responsibility for it. Betrayal, for the convicted traitor, is more than an isolated act. It's a pattern of behavior rooted in their essence, a recurring characteristic in their personal and professional interactions. They may have a history of betraying the trust of those around them repeatedly, leaving a trail of broken hearts and destroyed relationships in their wake. Ultimately, the profile of the convicted traitor is a complex tapestry of selfishness, manipulation, and lack of empathy. It's a dark portrait of human fragility, a stark reminder that behind false smiles and soft words, sometimes lies an unfathomable darkness.